Hey, we love string of pearls, don't we? Such a fun plant. I've been growing them for years, but I'm gonna have to cut the 4-foot trails off of mine completely. Find out why. So first off, I filmed this video last week, and the first half of it I filmed indoors, the second half outdoors, and for some reason the sound didn't take when I was filming indoors. So I'll show you some clips of how the plant looked before I pruned it, and you'll see me talking, but the words won't, line up. So I'm not sure what happened, but it's not like a care video where I can just go back and do it because the plant is there. I've already cut the plant all the way back, but you'll see it outside, and you'll see me cutting it back out there. I just want to say hi, welcome, or welcome back. I'm Nell. If you like videos about plants, gardening, both indoors and outdoors, then you are in the right place. So back to my string of pearls. I have been growing this plant for about 3.5 years here in my home in the Arizona desert. It's dry, obviously, and what happened was the trails just got really long, and as they got long, they dried out more and more and more because those stems on the string of pearls are really, really, really thin. So they just all dried out. And it had been growing in a window, but it was not getting any direct light at all. So it wasn't sunburned at all. But when I grow string of pearls, again, because I have some cuttings here, these 6 cuttings are all that remained off of the plant. I am going to keep it at about 2 feet, and hopefully that will be better than these big long trails that just got really, really dry. But I wanted to do this video just to show you that, sometimes you have to cut something all the way back. I'm not saving the plant at all, but you might just have to cut yours back halfway, or you might just have to tip prune it, or you might have to cut it back more, but maybe you can rejuvenate the plant. So I hope that this will help you out with that, because sometimes we just have to do it. Well, what's that song? You have to be cruel to be kind. Cut them off. I wasn't planning on showing this, but as long as I have them here, you can see how long these cuttings are. The others are a bit shorter. I want to cut it right about here. That way it's just that length there and not a big long strand. So I'm just going to take a couple of these off so I remember that that is the end, because sometimes it's hard to tell on these. And then I'm just gonna plant these up tomorrow morning before work. Here's another, oops, I have it up too high. Here's another long one here. So I think I'll cut this one about here. Outside in the light, and you get a little better view now, but I used to live in Santa Barbara, California, 7 blocks away from the beach, and I grew string of pearls there. I had one that was 7 feet long. It was beautiful. And I also sold string of pearls cuttings, so I always had like 6 plants going at one time, but here it's just a little bit of a different story. They're long, but not very pretty. So there's no fancy technique to doing this. I'm just going to cut them all off, and basically the only prep I had to do was I had to clean off my Fisker's micro pruners here. I love these. They're nice and light. They're very sharp. I think they're around $12. I've used them for years. I also got this pair two on Amazon, you know, which I like, you know, just to compare. This pair is a little bit heavier, so I use them both, but the Fiskars are my ride or dies. So I'm just gonna get right in here and start pruning away. As I said, no rhyme or reason, so I'm just gonna start in here, just clipping away at the base. I mean at the, at the base of the plant. And let me get this in a little bit closer for you. It is so nice to be filming outside again. Ugh. It is November 5th. If you live here in the US of A, it is Election Day. So, thought this was a good day to be outside. Oh, there's the woodpecker. There's a lot of birds around here. So this is all I'm doing. I'm not saving any of the plants, so not too much to show. Oh, so out of all those trails on there, this is what I got. And in hindsight, I should have cut off the good trails first instead of just cutting them all off together, because if you've ever tried to untangle a string of pearls, it's very hard. They tangle very easily, just like string of pearls jewelry. So here's the pearls I got. I'm gonna divide some of these longer ones in half. So what I'll do is I will get a nice 4-inch pot full, and as the plant grows, I'm gonna keep the trails at 2 feet only, and see if that prevents the drying out process. So for me, in terms of care, I don't have any care because I'm not rejuvenating the plant. But if you are rejuvenating the plant, you can just care for it as usual as you cut it back. I've done lots of blog posts on string of pearls, care, 10 problems have growing them, propagating, pruning, all kinds of things. So you can check out string of pearls on our website, joyousgarden.com, or here, and find lots more information. So now I am going to plant up these string of banana cuttings. I got set up and I filled the pot, and I thought I was going to plant the individual cuttings, but it actually came out in sort of a root ball-ish. So I think I'm just going to plant it all. I took these cuttings probably at the end of August, and they are rooted fairly well here, so I think I'll just plunk it as a plant instead of individually. I see this has come off, but that's not doing well. That's what happens with these fine stemmed cuttings. These aren't as fine as the string of pearls are, that's for sure, but still. So I'm going to get this all settled in here, and I'll be right back. So here is the plant here. Not bad for cuttings. I'm going to just leave it be because it is, as I said, it's early November. It's very warm here. It's like 80 today, so I wouldn't normally have done this at this time of year, but sometimes you just have to, you know? But anyway, I'm going to just put this in. Actually, I'm not. I noticed a little mealybug on it, so I'm going to leave it outside for a couple days to settle in. We're much cooler now. We don't have the intense sun, so it can just stay out here, and then I will spray it for the mealybugs, and then I will hang it back inside as the string of pearls replacement. So I wanted to do this video in case you had to rejuvenate a plant. The succulents can get really leggy, stemmy, and need to be cut back halfway, all the way, you know, rejuvenated, or taking cuttings and starting over again. So I hope this video was helpful to you. But the ideal time to do this would have been spring. summer into early fall. We have done lots of videos about succulents, blog posts too, so be sure and check them out about succulents indoors and outdoors. We have a whole catalog for you. But I hope you found this video to be helpful. I thank you for all your likes, your subscribes, your comments. I appreciate all of them. And now let's get out in our gardens or into our indoor gardens and make our worlds a more beautiful place. As always, I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.